Good afternoon, or actually it's morning, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Well, what you're looking at actually is a shot that I took earlier today, and want to talk to you real quick. We're going to go over everything. I've got the models, updated models. We've got information from National Weather Service, everything. But I made a trip to the Highland Bridge a little bit earlier this morning after our morning show, and I'd heard someone had called me and said, David, they've sprayed the bridge. And so I don't know if you can see it on this. I think you can. Right where it turns from pavement to, pavement to concrete, you can see a little sheen on there. That's where they've sprayed the bridge. TxDOT did. And when I talked to TxDOT, you can see right there where they sprayed the bridge. And when I talked to TxDOT earlier, they said that the Beaumont district was going to take care of 124 in this, and then the Houston district was doing the ferry landings. And so, but I can tell you, this ain't an area that you're going to want to be on once we get into tomorrow. And so, just heads up, don't plan on traveling tomorrow, but what we're looking at now is actually 2024 and or 2021 when we had the snow down here, and it was bad because we lost power. Hopefully this time we don't lose power. But let's dive into what the weather's going to be like, because the National Weather Service, and you can go to their website and look at all this. It's up there. Just I typed in National Weather Service Galveston. They've got a lot of information there for our area. And so temperatures today look like they're going to get up around 44. That's going to be pushing it because of the overcast. But let's look at the winter storm warning that they have. And this came out at 4:49 a.m. Snow is expected, heavy banding likely, 3 to 5 inches where bands of snow occur, totals of 1 to 3 inches elsewhere. When you see our models later on, we're probably going to be in that 3 to 4 inches, I would think. I'm not a weather person. I'm just showing you what I put together from a bunch of different sites to keep you informed. So, winter storm warning is in effect from 6 p.m. this evening until 6 p.m. Tuesday, and I wouldn't be surprised if they extend that. Extreme cold, and this is in effect from 6 p.m. Tuesday to 9 a.m. Wednesday. And I tell you what, I had to change from one jacket to a heavier jacket last night, and this morning whenever I went out, Gabby and I went out about 3 o'clock and had to put the heavier jacket on. Now, let's get to snow amounts and what they're looking at. Okay, 3 to 4 inches, 4 to 6 up towards the I-10 corridor. It's been moving a little bit, and it all depends. It's sort of like the rain. It all depends on the banding, and so we'll have to wait and see what happens. I can tell you one thing. We're going to keep you connected on what's happening down here. I've already talked to Anthony, said if I need to come pick you up tomorrow, don't worry about it, or tonight. But Chris is making my lunch. I plan on coming back up here a little bit later. Storm timings. Now let's look at this. And I'm going off Galveston. It looks like about midnight, chance of rain starts, and then about 3 a.m. we get a wintry mix. And then it starts about 3 a.m. and looks like it goes through 3 p.m. Starting about noon, more is going to be more snow, and this is probably going to change quite a bit, or a little bit. Hopefully, we don't get the ice. That's what I don't want, because that's when you run into power problems. But I can tell you that Energy does have personnel on Bolivar Peninsula. CenterPoint has personnel on Galveston. in case the bridges freeze and they can't get over them, they have personnel there already. But anyway, there's sort of a timing on it, and we're going to come back in this afternoon and double check everything to see if anything's changed. We'll be checking the National Weather Service site. We'll be checking the models. Now let's get to the models. And the GFS seems like it's been the most accurate. And I know Eric even said, and if you haven't found Eric Graves, meteorologist, on social media on Facebook, you need to go find his page because he really dives into everything and explains it so you can understand. But this is the GFS model about 21Z, which is about 3 p.m. tomorrow, showing the total amount. And there you can see Galveston Island 4.8. And then Bolivar's got some heavier stuff, but like they said, it all depends on the banding. Now, let's look at the European model. European model is a little higher on Galveston, a little lighter on Bolivar, but you can see that's that I-10 corridor they were talking about. And this is at 21Z, about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon totals. And then we're going to look at the HAR. And this is something I learned from Eric yesterday, the way it runs. And it's back up about like the GFS was. And so, it all depends on the banding. And I tell you what, Louisiana is really gonna get it. And so, like I said, if you haven't found Eric Graves, meteorologist Eric Graves on social media, please go through and find it because he does a great job explaining everything and letting everyone know exactly what's going on. So it was nice to see that TxDOT and everyone's really doing their part for everyone, whether it's Houston, TxDOT here, Energy. I know throughout Southeast Texas, and that Energy's really taken a proactive stance on this, putting people. I saw a picture earlier where they were staging Energy electrical people. I believe it was the HEB parking lot in Beaumont. And so we're going to keep you updated. We didn't do, when I called Norma this morning and told her, hey, we're going to bump your show back a week so that we can cover some of the weather problems that we're having and facing here in the next 24 or 36 hours. She said, David, get the word out, let people know. And so I want to thank Cobb Real Estate and Norma Smalley that usually does the real estate talk show with me for understanding and knowing that, we're getting it out to keep people informed. But here you can see the bridge, and this is why bridges freeze. And I wanted to show you, no one probably really looks from the bottom how tall the High Island Bridge is. And I can remember during Ike, grass in the power lines, the lower power lines. I still remember that coming over the Highland Bridge for the first time after Ike, looking at how high the water got. So, but there you can see what the bridge looks like. Like I said, we took a trip down there just because I wanted to get a shot, and there you can see the glare from the spray that TxDOT puts down on all the elevated bridges and that here around Southeast Texas and in Houston. And I know they said that they were going to do the ferry docks too. The Houston district was taking care of that, and the Beaumont district took care of the Highland Bridge from my understanding. So make sure you watch your local weather because they're the best source for your area and the official source, letting you know exactly what's going on here through this snow mass that's fixing to start up on us. Hopefully we only get 1 or 2 inches, but looking at everything, I think it's going to be more in the 3 to 4 inch range. So anyway, we're going to keep you posted throughout this whole event. We'll be back a little bit later on. We may go down and look at the beach or something and see what it looks like. And I guarantee you we'll show you what it looks like if we're getting snow. We'll be back throughout the night letting you know exactly what's happening with the snow and how everything's looking down here. And most likely tomorrow morning, we could see something like this, like we had back in 2021. So, anyway, we're going to head on out. We'll be back with more information a little bit later on this afternoon or as news breaks. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Check on your neighbors, stay safe, and stay off the roads for the next 24 to 36 hours. Take care of your pets, pipes, plants, and check on your neighbors. Make sure they have the heat that they need. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye bye.